about my deep history, I was born in St. Louis sometime around the 1990s, and I basically was raised here for the longest time, up until I was taken away from my mother and put into foster care. Now, the reasons are unclear of why I went to the foster care, but I do know this, that something really bad happened to me. I know I was molested and stuff like that, but I don't know if it was my father that did it or some other guy. But somebody molested me and did some really horrible things to me. I ended up with a broken nose and my leg was broken, and somebody did horrible things to me. I grew up in foster care for a while, but my mother, she was not a bad mother. She just hung with the wrong crowd, I think. And essentially, this was my mother here. She passed away July 30th of 2017 due to complications of domestic violence. And no matter what happens, domestic violence, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, non-binary, it happens to everybody. And my mother, I survived for her because I also went through domestic violence for the longest time until I escaped, and now I'm living freely and away from all that and stuff like that. And now I live in on her memory and stuff like that. She did one really good thing for me when I was younger. Some people were picking on me, and they basically said, "Why are you winking? What's wrong with your eyes?" and blah 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 blah. And she said, she's Native American, she can't help it. But this is me when I was growing up. I don't have very many pictures of me when I was little, but this is one of the last pictures of me when I was little that I have currently in my possession. But this is me from 3rd to 5th grade sometime in the early 2000s. Yes, I was a redhead. But, things happened and stuff like that behind closed doors. I was basically forced to smile because I didn't really smile at all. There was no reason to. I was being abused heavily at home. Now, when I got into my teen years, that's when things really got bad. My adopted mom would treat me very horribly. People at school would bully me constantly because I was thin, and the fact that I basically just did not fit in with the rest of the crowd. Even other special needs kids would basically push me aside and stuff like that. Yes, when I got into my high school years, that's when everything changed. But, people just don't realize that the fact that impact of bullying and abuse can affect one's self-esteem as well as, other things. I am here pictured in a dress because of my prom. This was me when I was actually happy for once. I was swimming at the ocean or a beach or something, and I was really happy. I for once was smiling. Like I said, I don't smile very often. When I do, it's for an actual vivid reason. Because, well, it's been hard for me during my life. I was given to me by force, and I did not want it. I grew up in a Christian home, raised by 2 pastors. My adopted dad was my favorite parent because he really didn't do much to me, abuse-wise. And it was my adopted mom that was forcing pills down my throat. She was telling people I was nuts and stuff like that because I'd come to school with bruises on my arms and stuff like that. This is me. It's really hard to see this picture, but I was standing near a cherry tree, and I was really happy because cherries are my favorite fruit. And that's when I was awakened, basically, to the fact of my sexuality and stuff like that. I did not come out to being lesbian until I was in my 20s, but I kept quiet for a long time because I was in a home that taught that gay people would essentially end up in hell because of being gay or homosexual. And I hid that for the longest time, I was like trying to force myself to date guys, try to be straight, and stuff like that, and I was not happy, I was ashamed of myself because I could not figure out what was wrong with me. But essentially I found out there was nothing wrong with me and stuff like that. I did end up going to BronyCon. Here I am pictured with Prince Whatever. Until the fateful day where the last day I basically fell back, I hit my head, and I had 30 seizures that nearly took my life. I did end up going to hospital. I basically was rushed as fast as possible because I was near death. But during that time, I did have a lot of fun. I got to meet some really cool people. I got to meet some fans of mine. I got to meet some friends of mine that I met on Facebook and stuff like that. And Prince Whatever was really awesome. He was pretty chill. And stuff like that. And I got to meet this person who was dressed up as Celestia. And yes, I was actually smiling in this picture for once. Another time, you can catch me smiling, which I essentially don't know what's wrong with me, but I am going to be tested and stuff like that. I do know that I have autism, but I don't know how far of the spectrum I have it and stuff like that, so it's hard to tell. But things happen and you can't change up who you are. You can only make yourself better. So basically I had a lot of fun here at BronyCon. These are never seen pictures of me on my channel at the con because I didn't really show it. Now this was my son when he was born. This was me at the hospital when I went, and this was me at the hotel. I was on the 3rd floor. This is the day that and this is recent pictures. Now many people know me by my character Cherrylicious and stuff like that, but that's not why I wanted to join the fandom. The reason why I wanted to join the fandom was because I felt at home and stuff like that. Yes, Cherry is my famous character that everybody knows pretty much on Ponytown and stuff like that, but I just don't care about fame. That's not my goal in life. My goal is to teach people that you can be yourself and not care what other people think, and basically just live your life you've dreamed of, even if your parents don't agree with it. Say you're LBGT and you're not out yet. Find somebody who's trusted and come out to them in your own time. Don't rush yourself, and remember to be who you truly are. And remember to cherry on every pony. I know times have been tough, with COVID and all that. And now there's that monkeypox showing up and stuff like that. But don't give up, because I know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. And I myself, who am bilingual, as I've stated many times, do struggle with English, so you'll have to bear with me, but I do have valid points here where, you don't have to be afraid to be yourself around me. if you come up to me on Ponytown and stuff like that, and I'm AFK, I'm sorry, but sometimes I'm recording or I'm drawing for customers and stuff like that, and it gets kind of tough. And I don't want you to feel ignored or anything like that, but that's why. So remember, no matter what you've been through in life, it's always going to have struggles, and there's always going to be obstacles in your way, but through the end of the day, I know you can do it, if you put your mind to it. And this has been Cherrylicious Dream Blast. The Cherrylicious Cherry, signing off.
Oh, I never dreamed